Hello, I hope you can hear me well. Give me a second. I will set up the screen again so I can share properly. Yes, now we have it. Welcome. Welcome to this fourth session. Go for a glass of water quickly. We're going to wait for 1 minute. And in the meantime, if you want to stay, my recommendation is always to set up a screen and in your second screen or your laptop to have your Trackdesk account, because we'll be also checking some things that will be connected to how to work with the payout methods and your Trackdesk account so you can understand it and set it up properly. So let's start in 1 minute. Go quickly for a glass of water, take a deep breath, prepare for the session, prepare for taking some notes, or anyways, this is being recorded, but sometimes you have insight that you want to write down. And as usual, we'll have the Q&A section open. So if you want to ask anything, go ahead. You can do it anytime. Some people told me like, hey, Alejandro, I didn't know when to write the question. Do it anytime. I will let you know if the topic, I will touch it now or in a bit, or I will finish what I'm saying and I will come back to the questions. But the idea is that we can share here questions that are more like a bit general cases that we can all benefit from. And if you require some help, specific help with setup or so on, that's something that we can discuss on a different level. But now let's wait a few more seconds and we'll slowly get started. As usual, welcome. Thank you for taking the time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Who said that? It was like in Truman Show, right? The movie with Jim Carrey. We'll have a Q&A section, set up both screens, make sure that you have your account so you can take some notes or check also Trackdesk at the same time. And now let's dive into this fourth session that is about the payout methods. And this is really, really, really sensitive session because we're talking here about the money that will reward the affiliates for their great efforts. So you might think like, okay, for my program it's maybe relevant how to find affiliates or how to generate revenue. But for affiliates, this is the topic. So keep that in mind. This is the probably most important topic for affiliates. If they don't get paid fairly, if they don't get paid at all, if they have issues with the payouts with your program, they will just quit. So this is the most important topic for affiliates. So let's jump into it. But before that, I would like to do a quick recap of the last session. We're talking about, and you received the recording via email, right? We were talking about the offers, or sorry, affiliate recruitment. So that the results will depend a bit on the reputation and popularity of your brand, how well it attracts new faces to represent it. Also on your efforts, the more investment you put in terms of time, strategies, finding affiliates, and so on, the better rewards you will get. Also, you can pivot, you can try different strategies. So in the end, for some people, will be better to work with business partners. With some, it will be better to work with customers. With some, it will be better to work with ambassadors or influencers or so. And also, different types of affiliates will require different approach. We're discussing also a bit about this, like how to seduce them to join your program. And of course, don't forget about the money. And this is a topic that we will be touching on today. And so for today's agenda, we have, sorry, that was additional note I wanted to say for later. I'll just remove it here. Payouts, okay. So today's agenda will be about the types of payouts, about the methods that we have and how it works in terms of invoicing, taxes, and so. What are the payment methods that you can work with? And how does it work overall the process? So we'll go through it. And oh my God, I need to really update this because I think I had invoicing twice. Well, never mind. I'll fix this. So you will have it properly for later. So let's jump into first topic, which is the types of payouts. Okay, in regards to types of payouts, basically what I mean here is the type of actions or activities that will be connected to a reward for the affiliate. I will start from the further one, which is the pay-per-view, which means that you have some ads that affiliates can display on their blogs and I don't know, other websites or so. And because of the views, they can get paid. This is typically like ad model, and it's not that let's say popular in the regular affiliate marketing program. It's more about like other marketing strategies connected to, for example, connecting with Google Ads or some other system. So I will not be emphasizing on this. Then we have the pay-per-click. So people click, they land on your website, and they get like a little commission for every click. We have some customers that actually have this on their website. So for example, they have a website with a media, like lots of traffic and so on. They have ads everywhere. So when the customer goes to the website and they click, an ad is displayed on at the top and some of the sites, and they will receive like, for example, like 0.04 cents or 0.4 cents. I don't remember exactly. And they will pay like 0.01 to the affiliates. And this is possible. So we can set it up the way that every page will generate a conversion. There will be a click. And the other method is the pay-per-action. So basically, the affiliates will help you sending good traffic, not just mass traffic, not just volume. They will help you send a specific type of traffic that is expected to generate some sort of conversion on your website, meaning that they will, for example, submit a form, that they will book a meeting, that they will book a service, that they will say, buy something, they will subscribe to some service, and so on. So this is what we call the pay-per-action. And the typical split is pay per sale. I pay you a commission for the sale, or I pay you per lead. And typically paying per lead is a fixed amount, because a lead is not necessarily generating me as a website owner money. So I don't know how much money I will get out of that lead afterwards, right? So I will just pay you like, I don't know, $5 or so for that lead. We cover on like the commission structures and so in different topics, so I will not like go back to that. There's a session about the offers and benchmarks and so typical per industry, but this is one thing to keep in mind. And overall, and we were discussing this in the morning with the sales team, whatever you sell, whatever you pay to the affiliates, should be like up to 25% of your revenue, because then like the cost per of acquisition of new customers should be covered like overall by the sale. So it's typically like 3-1. So you will need to spend, or like you will need to keep the rest of the money for paying the salaries, like running marketing activities to recruit those customers. So then you cannot pay more than 25% to the affiliates, maximum 30%. Otherwise, you start losing money after a while. Anyways, let's not jump into that. But why this topic is so important, the affiliate payouts. And the last one, sorry. The last way how affiliates can make money is through MLM. So they start building their own network of affiliates, sub-affiliates that they recruit. So they start getting extra commission for their actions. So for example, as an affiliate, subscribe to your program. I recruit sub-affiliates. I train those sub-affiliates to do promotion, and then I get commission based on their performance. So that could be like an additional percentage of each transaction. This topic is important because 40 to 60% of the affiliates who quit programs, they do it because of payment issues, because they don't get paid on time, because like they deducted so many things because the tracking was unreliable, and they complained that they brought more sales. Then there's no evidence about it. And all this can generate discrepancies and bad energy, negative energy that will make the affiliates quit and move to a program that is healthier and easier. The other thing is that sometimes like the payout methods are not reliable. We'll talk about that. Like typically things like PayPal are well accepted in the community, but other methods could be like a bit strange to work with. So be careful. But some statistics will say that out of all the affiliates that you eventually recruit, 40 to 60% of them will quit because of issues with payouts. So that's why it's so important to be good, precise, clean, and transparent with the payouts, because then your affiliates will stay with you. Okay, so then what are the keys to create like a nice program that will have a good payouts and the affiliates will be happy with it? The first one is that they do something that is easy to use. For example, they can, for example, send traffic to your website, and for that they have lots of nice marketing materials that they can choose from. If you just share with them a link with nothing, or if you just share a coupon with nothing and you don't help them sell, that you then don't help them, for example, put the right pictures on the website, or like work with some materials, and they start like improvising on how they promote your brand, then it gets kind of like complicated. It's also easier if they get some sort of like, and this is typical, especially with influencers, they get some product for demonstration. So they, receive some t-shirts, they try them at home, they show it, they make a video, and then they can promote it better. So this makes things easier. Also, if you have business partners that have used, for example, your tool, your services, it's much easier because they know what they're selling, right? They're not what they're promoting. The other one is that it's easy to track. And this is why the tracking tools are important. So this is where Trackdesk especially comes into the play, because there are some tools, I will not mention them, but we receive from time to time complaints from customers moving to Trackdesk because they had tracking issues with other tools. Not only small, cheaper tools, but even the most expensive tools in the markets, they have issues with tracking. Luckily, this is one of the things that Trackdesk is really good at, that it depends a lot on how you set it up. Yes, we need to make sure that the setup on your end is running well, but we have that downtime of like 1 minute in 2 or 3 years of operation in the past years of operation. And even the big brands have like 6 hours of downtime or so. So this is why you need to understand that the tracking is important, because people will be spending money and time creating strategies and promoting your services, and they need to make sure that when they send you traffic, it's properly tracked and they can get the commission out of it. If you cannot track, you cannot be transparent, you cannot be, let's say, fair with the payouts, you will have issues with the affiliates, and it can generate some, negative energy around your program. And also that is easy to earn. Imagine you're an affiliate and you're making like huge effort, like writing blog posts, putting clicks here and there, and nobody buys your services in the end. I send you like lots of traffic to your website and then nobody buys. Then it's kind of an issue, because like, what is the incentive for me to stay in your program, right? So be careful with that. You have to make it like easy to earn, and that depends a lot on what you have on your website, on your environment, on the flow, on the conversions, let's say, steps that you have, so people can go through the funnel and buy. If they don't buy, it's a problem. And 2 things or 3 things that will affect the amount of the payout. One is the offer. So how you set up the offer with I'm going to pay you like 20% of this or $20 for that. So you establish like the conversion types and the payouts connected to it. The other one is that you set up MLM levels, so multi-level marketing. This means that people can recruit sub-affiliates and sub-affiliates and sub-affiliates and earn commission in multiple levels. So in Trackdesk, we have two methods. We have the classic MLM, which is like one level, and you set up like a standard commissions for everyone, and that's available already from the starter plan. It's not available on the free plan, but in many companies, this is available only on the enterprise or like top plans. So if you have it in starter plan in Trackdesk, be happy with it. And the other one is the advanced MLM, where we can set like unlimited levels of like affiliates, recruiting sub-affiliates up to infinitum. So a sub-affiliate can recruit a sub-affiliate, and a sub-affiliate can recruit a sub-affiliate, and a sub-affiliate, a sub-affiliate. And you can set up like as multiple levels of commission as you want. So I don't only reward my parent affiliate with the extra commission, but also the grandparent, the great-grandfather, and so on. So all of them can earn commission, additional commission for their performance. So just make an estimation. If you are launching this, just keep in mind that people will start promoting your program. If they have the MLM feature, they will promote more, and then the chances are that they will start making more commission, and then you will need to pay for that commission. So just be aware of that. And the other one is tiers. So tiering system means that the affiliates can get promoted over time. So they start in one offer with one link promoting something, and they earn, for example, 5% commission. Then they promote more, they generate more conversions, more sale, they grow to 10, and then to 15, 20, 25. So you can create some sort of career for them. And this is another thing that will affect commission. So the thing is that you might think that, okay, I will estimate that average commission for me is like 10% of my sale. Well, if your program grows due to MLM and tiers, like eventually it can reach like average of 15% or 20% of the sale will go on commissions to the affiliates. So this is my overall point of this part of the slide. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's jump now into different topic. And if you have any questions, feel free to write them. We'll talk about the payment methods and connected to invoicing, taxes, and so on. When you choose a payout method or app or like PayPal or so, I recommend you to keep in mind a few of these topics. The first one is, where are your affiliates? If you, for example, are only the US and you sell only the US, then maybe bank transfer will be a great method. If your affiliates are, for example, in a region like Europe, then maybe a bank transfer as well. But if they're global, then maybe the method is a bit different. Then what is the popularity of the method? For example, you enter an industry and you only want to pay in, I don't know, Mercado Pago, which is mostly for Latin America, but you are selling in other places where it's not available, or places where nobody heard about this method, or you want to pay in Bitcoin, but nobody in your business is crypto enthusiast. So then it's a bit more complicated to set up the right payout method. Then what is the cost of the method? So if you have something like PayPal or so, they will have some additional fees like commission that they will charge. So that adds like something between like 2 to 5% extra. So if you're counting on paying like 10% commission, then you should count on like 5% more. Then your program can grow over time. So MLM and so will generate a higher commission. So then you will have something like maybe like 20% commission money that will go on commission. Then, is the method technically available? What I mentioned before, like sometimes locally the method doesn't exist, but then it can happen that also, for example, the app is not integrated with your, I don't know, bank account, or not integrated to Trackdesk or other method, or that is too hard to set it up, or you are not, for example, eligible for that company to use the method. And it happens sometimes that companies have very strict, like customer process. So if you don't fit the criteria, then you cannot use that app. Is the method secure enough so the affiliates will trust it and money will not get lost somewhere? And also, is the method fast and convenient? So I don't know, an app, for example, I can check, I receive the money, good. Or do I have to log in through some very weird website with multiple stuff? I never find the money. I don't know how to withdraw it. Then it can get like quite complicated. And also, what do you need to collect? Do you need to collect, for example, invoices from each affiliate? Do you need to collect, for example, tax reports or anything else? Then you should take all this into consideration when choosing the payout methods. If you ask me, okay, Alejandro, this is way too complicated, too many things to pay attention to, what do you recommend? PayPal. PayPal is the widely accepted method for payout, is the one that most of the people will use. Most of the affiliate programs worldwide run via PayPal because it's a worldwide recognized payout method. It's reliable, it's safe, it's connected to the bank account, it has an app, I can download it. Easy, easy. Not great because it has like a bit high commissions, like sometimes with exchange rates, they're not the best, but anyways, it's the preferred one. Typically, we have it in Trackdesk. As an alternative to PayPal, the other one that is widely accepted and also somehow easy to manage is Wise. But sometimes Wise will have a bit of restrictions on which companies can use these Wise methods. So keep that in mind. But otherwise, Wise is a good method for payouts. Then I would say the second most popular method is bank transfer. Just wire transfer, bank transfer. I send you money. That's it. And it's, I would say, like the preferred method if you're working locally. So in the US, you have affiliates in the US, bank transfer, great. You are in Europe, you send the transfers in Europe via Euro with the Euro currency, great. Because then the fees are lower, it's a bit more immediate, it goes straight to your account, you receive it once and you know that the next month you will receive it as well and you will receive it as well. So quite safe. Direct deposit is similar. We have it also in Trackdesk. The other ones are Bitcoin and Ether. We have them, all of these available methods in Trackdesk that you can choose from. We have some, a business that are connected to iGaming, to crypto investments and so, and some people prefer to get paid via Bitcoin, Ether. So we help them generate the reports for that. Then credit store as well, gift card, which are different methods. So you collect some money that then you can use, for example, for purchases within your store. Mercado Pago, which is local mostly for Latin America. The same with Neteller, Payoneer, Skrill, and then we have all these methods available in Trackdesk. So I will just focus on the first ones. If you cannot find a good method between like PayPal, Wise, bank transfer, then maybe gifts. So sorry, the credit store, Bitcoin could be also alternatives. Mercado Pago based on the region, but then otherwise you're going to something a bit more specific that might not be the best for your affiliates. Do you know if PayPal and Wise suitable for webcam platforms? I don't know, to be honest. I think that we didn't have any issues with PayPal affiliate programs using PayPal. I don't really know about the restrictions, but I think they care more about the money. Wise is they validate more data, so but I will check with PayPal. PayPal should be like fine, I guess. I don't know. I haven't heard that they had issues or restrictions with the type of business. But anyways, let's continue to more advanced methods, because I will explain how this works. But basically, for this, we generate exports that then you can use in your the preferred app or payout system. The advanced methods are a bit different. API billing, we have it in Trackdesk. It's being developed. It's going to be released, I believe, in the next weeks. not something that will take us long, just in the next weeks. And how it works is that basically you have some app or automated payout system. You want to connect it via API to Trackdesk, so you generate the reports in Trackdesk. You know how much you want to pay. You settle the balance, and then through the API, it will fire the transfers and deposits through a different system. And this will be available on the business plan, as well as Tipalti. I've been talking about Tipalti for quite a long time. Should be released today, hopefully this week. This week we're aiming to release it. We were preparing some marketing materials. All that will be released next week officially, but it should be available already on business plans from today, tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And Tipalti is more automated method. It's like one click, like pay via Tipalti, done. And I will explain and show a bit later how it works. And both of these are available on the business plan, or will be available in a few hours or a few weeks in next release on the business plan and app. And if you want more information, you can contact me. Typically after the session, a few days later, I send the recording, I send the deck, and I invite you to join the next session. So then you can write me back from this email communication, because you will have my personal email, and you can ask me more details about this, but just keep in mind that they're on business plan and app. And another one that we hear a lot about is Stripe Connect. And they ask me like, hey, Alejandro, why Trackdesk doesn't have or doesn't support payments to affiliates via Stripe? Well, it was not available. They have like very weird system in Stripe, and we studied for quite long having conversations with them, but it always required you to receive the money from Stripe to your bank, then upload it back to Stripe or something like that, and to authorize payments, add the users. So it was a very strange process. It was really, really not straightforward, and it requires you like not only like one export and upload, it required you more steps. So at that time, we thought it was just not convenient to do it. And we start doing the Tipalti integration that covers all methods. So Tipalti is third-party app, and I will show it in a bit, but they basically like cover multiple methods. So you just pay via Tipalti, and Tipalti will distribute the money in different methods to all affiliates. So we finalized with Tipalti, and then Stripe launched this Stripe Connect and enhance it, or like launch an update to allow this payouts also to affiliates. So definitely we're taking a look at this. It might come in later in the future releases. So just, heads up that we're putting a pin there. And how about the documentation? How are you going to handle, for example, tax reports and invoicing? With Trackdesk, you can collect the tax numbers or tax information, and you can generate settlements or statements. And the statements will contain all the information that affiliates will need to grab in order to create the invoices. But invoicing and tax reports are at the moment outside of Trackdesk. So it's something that you have all the information there to work with, but like individual invoicing from affiliates or so has to be handled by accounting or finance in your team. The only option that we have that covers all this is Tipalti, because Tipalti is an advanced solution that covers also invoicing, accounting, or tax reports and other things. So I will navigate you through that. So overall, how does it work? We have around 15 minutes, so I will showcase and navigate you through the whole process of setting up the payouts on Trackdesk. Let's dive into it. And first I will show Tipalti, so you have an idea of what it is. Tipalti is a different software, it's a different platform. We integrated with them, and actually they congratulate us saying like, hey guys, this is the best Tipalti integration we've seen. So we're quite happy. And they have this feature that is called mass payouts. And what they do is that they do the invoicing, the tax compliance, and so on. So basically with them, depending on your business, you have an account with them, that will have certain fees for the transactions and so. I would recommend this method if it's really worth at a certain point the time and money that you spend with your team dealing with these individual payments and handling the invoices, and it will make more sense to have like automated solution handling this. If you want to launch Tipalti, you need to open an account with them. You can contact them, write them on our behalf. Please remember that this is part of the business and enterprise plan. So we understand that this is a solution that will benefit companies that have, I don't know, like maybe a few hundreds of affiliates or more than 50, 70 for sure, active affiliates generating lots of invoices, and then you will need to save some time with this. But they're the cheapest ones in the market and the ones that can cover globally multiple methods. So for us, it was like really good solution to go to when we didn't have like automated solution in Trackdesk, and they can help us cover that for a bit more advanced customers. But don't get disappointed, don't get sad, because like 90%, I don't have the precise number, but at least in Trackdesk, like most of the programs run via PayPal. So PayPal is probably the preferred method overall, and maybe you don't even need this. It sounds nice, but maybe you don't even need it. Okay, how it works is that once you have your account here, the first thing that you have to do is go to settings, affiliates, and choose payment methods. And how it works is that you enable a payout method. This means that whatever you enable here, for example, Bitcoin or credit store or bank transfer, you enable the method and the currency that you want to work with. My recommendation is choose what makes you comfortable, what you can actually work with. So you don't reach the end of the month and say like, oh my God, why did I activate all these methods? Now I have to pay one affiliate Bitcoin, one Skrill, one Mercado Pago, 3 Ether. Oh my God, it's driving me crazy. It's better to start simple and then make it more complex if you need to. And of course, if you want to do Tipalti, Tipalti is here. And how it works with Tipalti is that we have a widget that is part of a Trackdesk, and basically you create the account and all the affiliates will provide payout methods through Tipalti. So that you have the agreement with Tipalti, so all information will be handled there, and all the payouts will be going with one click. Once you enable this, the next step is that the affiliates will have to go to their dashboard. So that's why it's important to do this at the beginning of the process. They will come to their dashboards and they will see pending settings. What does it mean? That they need to provide you with billing details and payment methods. Payment methods, they can only choose from the ones that you have active. And billing details, they need to provide you with the details for the payout, right? Like the bank account or so on. So once this is filled out, this will disappear and the affiliates can go and edit it. You can go and edit it, but this is gone. The affiliates will just see the dashboard and down. They will not see this information anymore. They can potentially track all their billing activity here, or they can scroll down on the dashboard and see here the widget billing, see how much money they have in open balance, meaning that it will get paid this month eventually, or settle balance, how much money they earned in the past with your program, and they can see more details here. Settle balance, nothing in this case. Billing details, I can change it. Payment methods, I can change it. That's from the point of view of the affiliate. And the affiliate here in settle balance, they will be able to see the settlements, the statements, so they can generate the invoice based on the statements. Then it works the way that you need to check your conversion report, or understanding at least, because everything that is marked here as approved, and this, please remember that all the conversions, so for example, are all the registrations, all the sales, all the leads, everything that I'm tracking as a conversion that has potentially a payout will be listed here with the respective revenue and payout. And the payout will be calculated automatically from the rules that you set. For example, in the offer, you have 10% for this, 20% for that, or if you're VIP affiliate, 30%, or if you bring me a lead, $5, everything will be here. So here you have like all the overview of the conversions and the respective payout for the affiliates. So at the moment of the payout, you come here to your affiliate section, you go to open balance, and you will see which affiliates you have, how much money you owe them. You will see an estimated amount, because once a day we update the exchange rates. The other thing is that by default, you have here previous month. So my recommendation is that if you have some sort of like a policy, like return refund policy of 7 days, just wait 7 days after the month is over. So pay on day 8 or 10 to be safe. And then you make sure that nothing else, for example, now from, I don't know, we're 11th of April, so it's safe to pay March. Nothing else from March will be refunded, rejected, and so on. We know about some companies that have like some refund option if you overpay to the affiliate, but actually that's not fully legal. So some of our competitors claim that they can do this, but they're actually like handling your money, which is a different business that is not legal for this type of platforms, unless you are a really big platform and you have like different type of business. But these small platforms that handle like I don't know, like PayPal payouts for you, like be aware they're doing something that is not legal. And anyways, what you will have here is the list of affiliates, the amounts. If they set up the payment methods, you will have some alerts in case they didn't provide you with the payment methods. So potentially on some of the plans, we have the messaging option. You can text them, or otherwise just, contact them. You have your affiliate list here. You can export it. You can send them individual emails or so, but be aware of that. You will see open balance, how much you owe them. Then you can settle this in bulk or one by one. So for example, I will do it this way. I want to pay everything until today. I'm going to pay only, for example, PayPal. And then I have only one person that is eligible for payouts. I will settle it in bulk. I'll add a note, for example, payouts March 2024, settle. And this will disappear from open balance. And in the conversion, this will be locked. So I can always undo this, but now it's going to be locked, meaning that that is already like paid and closed. And by the way, the status here means like approved is ready to be paid to the affiliate. It's not necessarily your status that you have like multiple statuses in your business and you think like, oh my God, I want to reflect them here. Like that's not really necessary. This is like, is it ready to be paid to the affiliate? Yes, no, okay, approved. Then you will come here to settle balance. After you settle it here, it will appear here in settle balance. And then you will see like, so the payout is there. So in my case, I chose PayPal. So I can generate the export to PayPal. And this will contain all the rows with all the affiliates and all the columns with the fields that are relevant to PayPal, because I'm using the PayPal template for the export. So it will be just for PayPal. And with this, I can just upload it to PayPal and it will be processed as a mass payout because it will contain all the information with all the affiliates and all the amounts, accounts, email addresses, and so on. So that's the easiest way how to do it. And then you can download all the statements, you can store them and connect them to the invoices that you will get. You will get like individual statements here that you can check. This is how it looks, and this is the same that the affiliate will receive. And cycle is completed. If you want to do it with Tipalti, then I have another example here, a settlement done via Tipalti. And how it works is that pay via Tipalti, click, done. Because once you create your Tipalti account, you will connect it to your bank account or whatever method you want. The affiliates will connect also their bank accounts or whatever method they want. And they will be like issuing of invoices, tax report, one invoice for you. Very simple. If you need more information about the system, I can share with you. I have some Q&A meetings with the team in Tipalti, so I understand it. I will not explain all the details here, but if you want to have more information, let me know. I will share it with you. So for people saying, Alejandro, I want something more automated. Yeah, Tipalti, go there and easy. Okay, we have a few more minutes to complete this, so let's jump into the conclusions. How to set up a great payout system then, a program that is reliable and the affiliates will be happy with the payouts? Well, set it up at the beginning of your program. Set it up at the beginning of your program so you make sure that the affiliates can choose it from the very beginning. And once you reach the end of the month, there will not be any affiliates missing the billing details. Make it easy for them to use it, to track it, and to earn, and they can see the progress and they get happy and excited. Base it on simple rules and restrictions. So for example, I know that some people don't like the paid ads from affiliates. For that they have different things. Or they want to restrict it to certain age or to certain locations. Like, just be clear about that. Be consistent. Be consistent in terms of, payouts. Keep a time buffer. What I meant in terms of, like refunds, cancellation, just make sure that whatever you're paying now for March is fine, closed. So you can pay with a bit of a buffer of time just to make sure that there's no like a lost case that I need to cancel last minute, and schedule it. So every 15th of the month, I'll be paying for the previous month. So then it's consistent for affiliate. The affiliates will be happy seeing the money coming every 15th or 17th, and all be transparent and fair. And that's one of the most positive emotions that you can generate when you're dealing with money. Banks always try to look transparent, trustworthy, fair. And make sure that you collect the requiring documentation, the invoices, the tax reports, and so on. And one more thing, you have this option in Trackdesk, add the contact information for affiliates. So you have this on the affiliate section here, settings, affiliates, contact for affiliates. You can add this information and they will have on the dashboard the contact information so they can contact you, because it happens to us that from time to time affiliates from our customers are writing us like, hey, Alejandro, they're not paying us, or like we have issues with payouts from this brand. And we're operators, we're giving you the platform. So we're, contacting the brands anyways, just to make sure that everything is going well, but we're not able to pay them on, on their behalf. And next steps. So now that you finished this session, what do you have to do? Open or set up the account that you have on PayPal or Stripe or whatever method you have to make sure that you can process the payouts. Then set up that method in Trackdesk. So then from the perspective of the affiliate, you go and test it. So you try to generate some conversions, you try to generate the payout, process it and test it to see if the money goes and everything is well done. Then set the rules. For example, okay, so I'm going to pay for like, I don't know, clicks. I'm going to pay for this. I'm going to accept like this type of traffic or so. Program your calendar accordingly. So on your Google Calendar or whatever, like set a reminder every day to do the payouts. Check the documentation that you need, for example, to open the account on PayPal or Tipalti or so, plus the documentation that you will need to handle, just not to have issues with the tax office or so, like in terms of invoicing and so. Add the contact details so the affiliate can contact you. This will generate more transparency on your program, that you have someone that they can reach out to in case they have problems. And that's it. So we finished exactly 45 minutes. I'm so happy because the offer session took quite long. So otherwise, we're on time with the other sessions. So please let me know if you have some last questions. Also, if you want more information about the API billing, Tipalti, or like the methods in general, you can write me. More like connected to starter accounts, that will be great. So if you're thinking about upgrading to starter, we can also help you like a bit more with the setup and so. And well, otherwise, let me know if you will be interested in getting more information about the Tipalti and so business accounts. I'll be always happy to discuss. And if no more questions are coming, then I wish you a lovely rest of the day. It was a pleasure, as always, to spend this 45 minutes with you. I hope you all become like great affiliate marketers with successful programs, and see you in the next session next Thursday. So thank you very much for your time, and have a nice spring or autumn wherever you are. Bye bye.